Hi YouTube world. Hi my YouTube subscribers. I hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to post a update in regards to the videos I posted recently. So it's been a week now since our beloved cat died, and I just want to say, with grief, at least for me and Rick, my husband, it has definitely gotten better over a week. Like, we both feel better than last week. But when you're going through grief, it feels like, especially when it first hits you, it feels unbearable. So I just want to let people know, like, it is terrible. It is extremely painful, but with time, like, it does get better. We both kind of started going back more to, like, our normal routine. What made his death, Bruce, so painful for us was the fact that he was really young. It was totally unexpected. I felt like he was at, like, the highlight of his life, and that also made it hard. Like, it's hard to comprehend why somebody would die at, like, the peak of their life or whatever. Also, the fact that me and Rick had worked so hard on our relationship with him, and we'd finally gotten to such a great place, and then he was taken. It was just, like, a lot of the circumstance around it. I've had pets die, like, many times, like I said in my other video, but because of the circumstance, I felt like this death was more painful than a lot of other times. And I think that when you have a special bond with anybody, an animal or a human, that's what makes the death so painful, because it's like the ending of the relationship in a lot of ways, and you have to grieve, like, the loss of that love that you have with that person or animal or whatever it is. So that's why I was really upset in those videos, and that's why I felt like I needed to talk about it, because it did help me, like, get things off my chest and kind of, like, re-examine everything. And then another reason too why it was so painful is because we never got, like, the answer as to, like, why he died. So it doesn't help as far as, like, closure when you don't know why someone died. I will say, like, when I worked in a nursing home, I dealt with death a lot, like I do in the hospital. But there, it was, to me, it felt worse for me, because you got to know the patients better. Sometimes you got to know the families better. So you would start forming attachments, way more so than in the hospital. So there were a couple times that I got really upset when a patient died, and kind of similar to, like, when Bruce died, to me, like, the hardest deaths that I experienced was when they were either, like, young patients and it was unexpected, like with Bruce, or patients that I really did, like, form a close bond with. And so it's kind of similar. And then sometimes too, like, patients would die and we wouldn't have the answers, and that was upsetting as well. But of course it's worse, a million times worse for the families, but you still would get affected if, like I said, like, they were really young, we don't know why they died, or you were like really close with that patient. But what also just kind of made me upset too about Bruce was like how caught off guard I was with him dying. Like, sure, I deal with death all the time in like my professional world, but to have a death like hit so close to home just really upset me. It felt like I felt bad for not recognizing it, and then number two, just like, I already deal with it enough at work, and then you're gonna hit me like where I feel like safe and everything just upset me a lot. But anyway, so I do want to just let you know, if you're going through grief, it does get better with time, even if like I still miss him. I still like wish that hadn't happened. There's nothing that's going to replace him. My husband wanted to get a puppy right after this happened, I think just because he was so upset, and I kind of had the same thought too, because we're just like, I don't know why, but it felt like, well, maybe that will make us feel better or something. But now he's kind of reconsidering. I don't think it'd necessarily be the worst thing if we got another dog, because we both are animal lovers, and we would be back at having 4 pets again. Like, what's the difference between that and the cat that we had? Because the cat we had was a lot of work too, because he was an outdoor cat, and we were trying to get him inside and everything. So, I wouldn't be upset, but I don't know that this is like the best time, because I'm like almost 6 months pregnant, and I did talk to him about this, but it would be good for one dog, because she never gets to socialize now because of COVID. I can't take her anywhere with other pets, and plus the heat, it's been too hot for me to take her on like walks most days, because the heat in Arizona is just brutal. But anyway, I'll keep you guys posted if we do get a dog or not. But yeah, we still don't know why Bruce died. I did have suspicion it might have been skin cancer related. The other things I found, like looking online, he could have had some like genetic blood disorder. He could have had pancreatic cancer. There's like all kinds of things that can cause thrombocytopenia, and that's why the vet was saying like we really can't tell without doing extensive testing. Like, there's lots of things that can cause it. So I don't know if he had like maybe an internal bleed somewhere, and like in his intestines, because he was having kind of like dark stool, which usually means like dark diarrhea, which usually means you do have like, if you have like black or really dark stool, it usually means you have a lower GI bleed with humans, and I think it's the same way with cats. So I don't know, but anyway, we can't change what happened, so we're just trying to move forward, and I'm trying not to get so wrapped up in just kind of like, I was really wrapped up in trying to get done like all my goals before the baby was born, that I was kind of like, I feel like I was distracted and just spending way too much time. I was trying to complete my movie list, and I feel like between that, being really sick, it was our anniversary, we went away for that, like all these things, the dog was sick, like I got too distracted and I didn't even realize that he was sick. So I'm trying to just spend more time like paying attention to my animals and spending more time with my husband, and like limiting. Before I was watching like 2 movies a day and I didn't have time for much else, and with the baby coming and everything, I realized like I gotta stop doing that. So I'm like limiting how many movies I watch to like 1 a week, because I think I was getting carried away. I'm sure I'll have time again someday to finish that movie list I've been working on for years, but I don't want to get so, like, I kind of get tunnel vision when I get stuck on a goal, and when that happens, I kind of, like, it's easy to kind of put on the blinders or whatever, so I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be more organized and just, like, more balanced, and so that I never make a mistake like that again. But not that it was my fault that he died or anything like that, but I do feel bad that we didn't realize sooner, although he did get sick pretty quick. I think I was in denial, and I think I was missing a lot of signs because I was so busy with this, that, and the other, and that stupid movie goal. So, and like, at the end of the day, who freaking cares if you've seen all the damn... For me, my movie list is about I've watched all the movies that have been Oscar nominated through the years, and it's been like, I don't know, I've watched maybe like 1,000 movies nearly. I only have like 150 left. But who cares at the end of the day? Like, I wish I could have my cat back. Like, I'm sorry. Gotta edit that. But who cares at the end of the day if you've seen every Oscar nominated movies? Like, that's cool, great, but I'd rather still have my cat to come home to. Like, who cares? So, like I said before, pay attention more to things that matter the most. Your loved ones, and like taking care of yourself. That's what really matters, not whatever weird hobby or goal or job. Like, sometimes people, I feel like, get wrapped up in making money. Like, none of that crap matters at the end of the day, like, if you really think about it. But it's hard when you get like tunnel vision on a goal, whether it's financial or whatever, or I feel like sometimes people get crazy with, like, I gotta learn every language, or I gotta have a PhD. Like, who cares at the end of the day? Like, that doesn't hug you at the end of the night or whatever. Like, who cares? So anyway, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I gotta finish running some errands before I go to work today. So yeah, stay safe and remember what's important. Okay, bye guys, have a good day.